Hello, friends. Joe Norther with you here back at Bellmont High School. Want to give you an update on the start time that's going on here tonight. That Bellmont will have their senior day ceremonies going on at court standing, so game time will not be for at least another 20 minutes or so, 20, 25 minutes, as they are trying to at least get everybody lined up from what we understand, at least, on the court for the moment for those senior day ceremonies. But again, once we have an updated game time, we will be bringing you the action right here from the TP in an all-important NE8 matchup where, again, the Bellmont Braves come in with a great opportunity to get back into first place. To get back into first place in the NE8. They are currently tied at the top of the NE8 at the moment with, again, this Norwell team, so should be interesting here tonight. But senior day ceremonies, they will be going on the court again. In case you're wondering the delay, that's a little bit of what's going on here tonight. Also, too, want to let you know, other soccer action going on here tonight on Summit City Sports. That also includes two important games setting up for playoff time as Northrop takes on Homestead, Blackhawk Christian taking on Northrop. So Northrop Homestead, that is your girls game that's on the air right now. Blackhawk Christian Northrop also on the air. Thad Goff is joining you from Homestead. Tim Atkinson joining you from Spooler Stadium. So those two games going on right now. We are waiting senior day ceremonies here at this one, so start time is going to be a little bit later. We thank you for your patience. We thank you for watching, of course, here on SummitCitySports.com, as we will get you ready for this matchup coming up in just a moment as they are trying to get everything aligned here on the court. And we will go ahead and bring you those ceremonies, too. We will turn audio off, but we will have those ceremonies for you on the screen, again, for Bellmont Senior Day here from the TP. A big important one tonight in the NE8, Bellmont and Norwell.
And the senior night for our seniors here for Bellmont Braves.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game is so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
I got a whole lot of everything and I come from study. And now the whole world gon' know my name. And I used to have nothing, but now I got a whole lot of everything. That's why I come from study. When I'm gone, the whole world gon' know my name. 12 years old, caught up in that street life. I was trying to shout harder than the street light. Ran the streets sometimes.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Bellmont. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Bellmont for an all-important matchup here tonight in the NE8 as both teams tied for first place at the top of the table in the conference as the Bellmont Braves take on the Norwell Knights. You take a look at the records between these two teams. It is Bellmont that is actually on the outside looking in, coming in at 13-12 this season. Meanwhile, the Norwell Knights coming in at 23-3, trying to go for their first conference championship since 2004. And for that, you have to go way, way back in the days of the Northeast Hoosier Conference, which again, the NE8 founded just a little over 10 years ago. The Norwell Knights looking to try to be at the top of the table in first place. Problem, however, they have not taken down this Bellmont team in nearly 20 years. We'll talk about that coming up in just a moment, but in the meantime, welcome to the broadcast booth. Joe Northern, delighted to have you with us. Yes, again, I talk about these two teams over and over as we can, but the Norwell Knights, arguably one of the most underrated teams in the region, coming in at 22-3 on the season, having some help from some basketball stars, really dominated on the court for the Knights this season. Let's go ahead and take a look again at who is continuing to lead the way. Macy Solfrank, the senior, averaging just about 3 kills per set. Vanessa Rossworm at 2.4 kills per set. So Hope Mitchell at 2.3. But all three seniors, a very senior-heavy lineup for Coach Kayla Hunter and company, who has certainly built something special for Norwell in this, trying to go for 3 consecutive years, winning 20 games in a row. We haven't seen that happen since the last time Norwell won a conference championship, which was 2004. Now, we do not have a confirmed date the last time that they have taken down the Bellmont Braves, but we can tell you it has been potentially since at least 2004 since Norwell has taken down Bellmont. And you know the situation of the Braves, again, a long dominant team in the NE8, still first in the NE8 as it stands right now, but down obviously a couple players, one notably Alyssa Gumbel, who's going to be playing at PFW. But nonetheless, they've been able to find a new identity, coming in at 13-12 on the season. Both teams 3-0 in NE8 play. And it's Mary Kate Scheinman again who has continued to lead the charge, averaging just under 5 kills per set. Taylor Suter and Katie Reinhardt, the juniors, however, finding a way to really get a good job up front at 1.8 and 1.4 kills per set. Kaylee Coulter leading the way in blocks as a sophomore. Yes, a sophomore, number 9, a Coulter, with 53 total blocks on the season. Reinhardt with 17, Scheinman with 31. Acers also too. Taylor Suter finding the way up front with 26, continuing to serve very, very well for Coach Craig Kroll and company. And Scheinman leading the way defensively and offensively. 345 digs on the board for Mary Kate Scheinman. So, how will it stand up here tonight in a battle of first place in the NE8? We do know one thing. These two teams will not meet in the postseason because of Bellmont and the championship classification. They will be in Class 4. However, they will be right here hosting the Class 4 sectional coming up in 3 weeks from tonight. Actually, 2 weeks from tonight, we should say. 2 weeks from tonight, sectional play opens up. Bellmont will be hosting. The question is, who will they play? We will not know that until Sunday night. No doubt about that. However, what we do know is that Bellmont trying to continue their streak and go for a 7th NE8 title or a 6th NE8 title in the row. Norwell trying to win their first since 2004 and winning that in the NHC, not even in the NE8 after the realignment. So it's Norwell, it is Bellmont. It's going to be a fun one here tonight from the TP, and we're glad you're with us here tonight on Summit City Sports. We will step aside, get you ready for your starting rotations and the opening serve coming up in just a moment. And tonight's all-important matchup is brought to you by the Big Eyed Fish. You can enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment only at the Big Eyed Fish. By Tom Steel Tire, 2 locations best to serve you in Fort Wayne, off North Clinton and West Jefferson. Tom Steel Tire serves in the Fort Wayne area for your tire and automotive needs for over 40 years. By Ottenweiler Contracting. From bid to build, Ottenweiler Contracting provides peace of mind throughout the entire build process. Visit OttenweilerContracting.com today. By Summit Volleyball, building and training the highest quality volleyball players from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. By Jolly Law Firm, the area's premier criminal defense firm. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusations, Jolly Law Firm is the best defense. The choice of an attorney should not be based solely upon advertisements. Also brought to you tonight by Siaka Cleaning and Restoration. Quality work, responsive service, and a commitment to people. For janitorial, water damage, and restoration, call Siakas right now. 260-483-2112 or visit Siakas.com. By the University of St. Francis and their online degree programs. They can be completed in as little as 12 months to advance your educational career and then some. Visit online.sf.edu today for more information. By TJW Industrial, the leaders in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit TJWindustrial.com. By the 10,000 Hoosier men and women that help Northeast Indiana through the affiliated district councils and local unions. We are Liuta. You can earn your edge this season thanks to Parkview Sports Medicine's Edge training program that maximizes your athleticism and then some. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com/edge today. And brought to you by the fine folks here at Summit City Sports. You can like us on Facebook, search Summit City Sports. Be sure to follow us on X at 260 Sports. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. All important matchup for first place in the NE8 here tonight. As Norwell and Bellmont, a tune-up for both teams with some tough postseason routes ahead, but looking to make the most of it. It's hard to believe October is not even 5 hours away. And this matchup will certainly be a tune-up for it as it stands. Norwell, Bellmont coming up in just a moment.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And I mean, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent, and it is just truly outstanding. And I mean, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, and that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game is so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
I got a hold of everything and I come to stay. And now the whole world don't know my name. And I used to have nothing, but now I got a whole lot of everything. That's why I come to stay. When I'm gone, the whole world don't know my name. 12 years old, caught up in that street life. I was trying to sound harder than the street light. Ran the streets till I'm tired.
Starting lineups just finished up. National anthem about to be coming up again for these two teams. As you see the flag starting to drop down, and we will head to the table for the national anthem.
Please remain standing. Gentlemen, will you kindly remove your hats as we honor our country with the singing of the national anthem. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming. And rockets red flame, the first seen in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Public address announcer, the public address announcer, and national anthem singer here tonight at Bellmont. We've got a great one here in store. Great crowd here on hand. Again, senior night here at Bellmont. They did the senior day ceremonies not terribly long ago. But Norwell again trying to come in and stay. Norwell trying to at least claim sole position at the top of the NE8 table. Bellmont trying to retain the top position at the NE8 table here in what is going to be an all-important matchup here, and maybe a game that could decide who is going to win the league here in 2025. We shall see how it goes. Joe Northern, delighted to have you with us. So Bellmont is going to be in their home whites, the blue sleeves and the maroon numbers. Bellmont on the front of the shirts, the numbers and the Bellmont symbol on the back. Meanwhile, for Norwell, they'll be in the all navy blue jerseys. The top of the N, or the N logo, should be and will be on the back of the jerseys. Gold numbers, white trim for Coach Kayla Hunter and company. And a Norwell team that is certainly looking to try to make some noise here and try to claim sole possession of first place in league play. Last time they've won a conference championship, you have to go back to 2004 when they won it outright. They also won one in 2002 in the NHC. It was shared with these very same Bellmont Braves. Brought across from Fashawn, we are underway. Glad you're with us here tonight on Summit City Sports. This one looped across opposite side. Now swung on, gets it back in the hands of Zierich. Zierich gets a hand on it. Scheiman Great dig block up front, and a nice tip down and in from the hands of Kenny Reinhardt. And so Bellmont will strike first to make it 1-0, and certainly going to be one of those interesting matchups here tonight. If Bellmont can try to get out to an early lead, they will get the advantage in league play. And in terms of league play, will likely be a clear chance to get there. So this one goes into the net off the hands of number 3 in Macy Salfrank. Let's introduce the lineups and rotations for at each table as it stands, as again, single camera setup here tonight. This one brought across from Suter. Lobbed over again from Zierich. Zierich hits this one high, but out of play. It's off the hands of Hope Mitchell, and a 3-0 start for the Braves. Norwell's lineup looks a little bit like this. Number 3, Macy Salfrank. Number 2, J.C. Zierich. Number 9, Hope Mitchell. Number 8, Izzy Anderson. Number 1, Emma Vachon. As this one sails out, they get another chance at it at number 5, Autumn Lee. Meanwhile, for the Bellmont Braves, not too many changes, not any changes for Coach Craig Kroll and company. Number 1, Mary Kate Scheiman. You have number 8, Taylor Suter. Number 9, Kaylee Coulter. Number 7, Ella Ross, another senior assisting Scheiman. As Scheiman hits this one down and out of play. Number 11, Bree Schoaf, also in the rotation. And number 4, Lily Selking. So 3 seniors deep here in this one tonight. As Norwell now rattles off thanks to 2 side outs. But a nice pivot off the hands coming from Schoaf to make it 4-2 advantage of Bellmont. Again, we do not have an official confirmation on the last time that these two teams, or the last time Norwell, we should say, got the win over Bellmont, but winning a conference championship, you have to go all the way back to 2004. It's possible that Norwell has not beat Bellmont since then, but the records we have only go back to the 2007 season. And a swing down and then inside again from Salfrank to cut it back to a 2-point game, 5-3 here in game number 1. Joe Northern, delighted to have you with us here from the TP. 2 weeks from now, it will be hosting the sectionals. 2 weeks and 2 days, we should say. We'll be hosting sectional play for volleyball. Homestead, Huntington North, just to name a few, will be making their way. Bellmont looking to win a sectional round. Would likely have to take on Carroll in that sectional round, we should say. Which, as of tonight's broadcast and those of us coming on the air, 23-0 and have not dropped a set. Swing across opposite side, gets us back over to Vachon. Tip down on the other way, gets it over to Salfrank. Now Scheiman. Scheiman able to find the open angle and in. And a quick point on the board again for number 6 in Mary Kate Scheiman. She's got 2 on the board tonight to make it 6-4. An advantage of Bellmont. And they're doing a great job of trying to keep the momentum going. Substitution coming in now, Gracie Riggs. This one going to be credited for an ace, as it pivoted off the hands of Auburn Keller to make it now a 7-4 game. This one swung down and got it as Macy Salfrank answers back. As we see Reinhardt now ready to bring it across. 7-5 our score. Reinhardt sails this over. Back row to Suter. Gets this lobbed over and out of play. So side out going to go against the Braves and cut the lead down to 1 for Norwell. 7-6 our score. Again, you have the feeling this could be one of those matches that could go the distance, but this one sails out of play. So Norwell has not defeated the Knights in nearly 20 years at least. Again, we don't have confirmation on when officially the last time they've lost, but through our research we show that they won that Norwell won a conference championship in 2004, but do not have game-by-game records as it stands right now. So we'll say first time for a long time if Norwell finds a way to pull this off. But right now it is the Braves with the advantage as they lead it by 3. This one tipped over. They got to go back to Scheiman. Scheiman slips and falls but gets up in time. But nonetheless, the Knights get a quick point to answer right back to make it 9-7. An advantage of Bellmont. Sofrank again to bring it over. Gets this one lobbed across. Chance again upcoming. This one swung down, tip, and out of play. So they'll rule it a wide shot, and another point for Bellmont. We're going to make a slight adjustment on camera, and since we are near an angle where fans are coming in and out, just so you know. But also, too, we don't want to cut away from the court action as it stands. This one side out going to go against Norwell to make it 11-7. Buchanan gets this across. Now another swing. This one tipped down. He can find Zierich. Zierich again. Sets back over to Suter. Suter near a double tip, still kept live. Swineford gets this across. Now a swing down and in for Schoaf. As Breeze Schoaf gets this across and in time. We take a look at that again one more time. Powered by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. And Bellmont now on a quick 3-0 run here in the first. Swing tip again from Schoaf. Still kept live by Norwell. Now another swing tip back of the box and in. As J.C. Zierich gets this on the board. And 12-8 our score advantage of Bellmont. This one again swung across and out of play. So again, when you take a look at momentum swings, Bellmont has had quite a few of them here this evening, but Norwell again, the issue comes to side outs, and side outs getting back on the board for the Knights here this evening. But another ace on the board this time. (12-10) our score. Swing across, down and in from Zierich. And now the Knights fighting the way to get the momentum going. Here in a 1-point game, 12-11. Another swing across, over to Suter. Suter, block tip at the net. Suter again going to get another chance. Back over to Vachon. Vachon gets this across. Swing on, down and in for Suter once more. 13-11 in advantage of Bellmont. And still holding, again, that extra insurance point they need on the board. Still a lot of work left to do here in this one. The swing goes wide, not a play. So the sideouts have come back to haunt Bellmont just a little bit here this evening, but nonetheless, Norwell doing whatever they can to try to keep it close thanks to playing those back row plays. Chance again upcoming. Swung on, ducked by Scheiman. Now Suter again, lobs this over. Gets it brought back to connect over to Sofrank. Another block tip up front. Gets back over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt lobbed over. Finding Zierich. Zierich again, still keeping it alive. Here's Scheiman. Scheiman into the net it goes, and an Norwell point. And it's 12-14 in advantage of Bellmont. But the Knights again certainly finding a way to open up the door. Vachon gets this across. Now another swing over. This one down and in. As Lily Selking gets it on the board, and we'll see Taylor Suter now ready to bring it across. 3-point game, 15-12, just getting started here in set number 1. And an ace on the board to make it now 16-12. Head advantage of Bellmont. Chance again upcoming once more for Suter. Suter lobs us over. Tip. Block swing, down and in. No room to go to. As Izzy Anderson able to shut the door rather quickly for the Knights. We take a look at that again one more time. Powered by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. As she gets this one down and in and rather quickly. Swing goes wide on the opposite side. 2-point game, 16-14 here in the first. Another swing across now, coming over to Keller. Keller tries to get a hand on it. Back row save. Nice up from Anderson. Keller gets it across in time. Now another chance up front for Bellmont. Scheiman gets it across. Now another swing tip. This one inside. It is out. It is out of play. Off the hands of Macy Solfrank. And it's 17-14 advantage of Bellmont late here in the first. Ross gets this over. Another swing. Block tip. Got it. Kaylee Coulter able to shut it down up front to make it now a 4-point game, 18-14 here in set number 1. Another lift across coming from the hands of Vachon. Now another swing from Scheiman. Still kept live. And Vachon gets it just barely. But Scheiman to the back corner. As Mary-Kate Scheiman able to find a way to shut it down in the back corner. And Bellmont takes the lead 19-14 here in set number 1 and continuing to command the lines as much as they can. And tonight's game on Summit City Sports is brought to you by the Big Eyed Fish. You can enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment only in the Big Eyed Fish. By Tom Steele Tire, 2 locations best to serve you off North Clinton and West Jefferson. Tom Steele Tire, servicing Fort Wayne for automotive and tire needs. By Ottenwiller Contracting from Biddeville, Ottenwiller Contracting has you covered. Visit OttenwillerContracting.com tonight. By Summit Volleyball, training and building the highest quality volleyball players from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. And by Jolly Law Firm, the area's premier criminal defense firm. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the best defense. So a 5-point game, a late first set surge in advantage of the Braves. And coming from the swings from arguably their MVP and Mary-Kate Scheiman, averaging just under 5 kills per game here in the season. They're going to set up for another one for her. And gets that to go. A 6-point advantage for Bellmont. 20-14 here in the first. This one swung across back row. Another high tip. Free ball chance now swung back from Reinhardt. Now another swing tip down and in. This one in the hands of Macy Solfrank. So Solfrank stops the Norwell scoring for just a moment as Bellmont went on a 4-0 run rather quickly in the first to try to trim the lead down to 5. Can they continue to push things forward on their direction? This one off the line, judge, and out of play. As the swing goes wide for number 9, Hope Mitchell, I beg your pardon. as Mitchell swings it across to make it a 6-point game. Another chance upcoming. Mitchell lobbed across, near dunk down coming in from Suter, but not going to matter. All right, folks, again, we are adjusting. Again, a very high crowd here tonight at Bellmont for volleyball here this evening, and why shouldn't it be? One of the most volleyball-rich schools in the area. Big swing down opposite side, gets it across, over from Swineford, still kept live by Bellmont. Scheiman scores! As Mary Kate Scheiman makes something out of nothing. And an 8-point game, an advantage of the Braves to make it 23-15. And so all of a sudden, Bellmont in pole position here, trying to take down the Knights, who are 22-3 in 2025 as it stands. Look at the records as it stands. Yes, 23-3, mind you. Only losses of the season: 5 games to Heritage, 2-1 to East Noble, 3-0 to Bishop Dwenger. And the Knights again trying to play spoiler in that New Haven sectional coming up 2 weeks from now. But the team they would have to get to face off against is a team that they lost to in Heritage in 5. But if you get past that regional, or get past that sectional, it opens up the door a little bit, as the Class 3 sectional at Concordia will certainly be one to be reckoned with, as this swing goes high and out of play. We'll talk more about those situations and the what-ifs coming up in just a little bit. Set point opportunity upcoming for Bellmont. This one swung across from Riggs. Now another high tip. This one blocked up and got it. Ross could not get the angle she was looking for. Make it 24-16. An advantage of Bellmont. Still an 8-point lead here in the first. We'll look to see if the run will continue from Bria Reinhardt. Reinhardt lobs this over and sailed inside. It gets to the back of the box. So an ace for the ace leader right now in Bria Reinhardt to make it a 7-point game, and Norwell trying to battle on back. Reinhardt gets this lobbed over. High tip and got it. Macy saw Frank on the front lower corner, or the front lower middle, to get it up on the board. And so the Knights trim what was a lead of 8, or a lead of 9, we should say, down to 6. Reinhardt back over to Ross. Ross. It swung out of play from the hands of Bauman. 5-point game. 24-19. This one again lobbed across. Back over to Coulter. High tip, lift on the board, game over. At least set one over, we should say. So the Braves take set number 1 and win it 25-19 thanks to a mid to late set surge coming from the hands of the seniors on senior night. We'll be back with the second coming up in just a moment. This is high school girls volleyball on SummitCitySports.com.
Thanks for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
We're back here in set number 2 as Norwell had a little bit of a late set surge in the first, coming in 23-3 on the season, but are on the ropes right now as they trail 1-0. Bellmont again trying to maintain that NE8 dominance, and even by inheritance too, the NHC dominance as well. Tonight's game on Summit City Sports brought to you by Siaka Cleaning and Restoration. Quality work, responsive service, and a commitment to people. That's what it's all about. Visit Siakas.com today. By the University of St. Francis and their online degree programs that can be completed in as little as 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu today for more information. By TJW Industrial. Visit TJWindustrial.com. The leaders in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. By the 12,000 Hoosier men and women that help build Indiana, thanks to the district councils that affiliate local unions that help build Indiana. We are LIUNA. You can earn your edge this season thanks to Parkview Sports Medicine's Edge Training Program, designed for your athleticism. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com/edge. And brought to you by the fine folks here at Summit City Sports. Be sure to follow us on X at 260sports. Like us on Facebook, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Busy night here on the network, but we're glad you're with us here in an all-important one in NE8 play between these two teams as Bellmont took care of business 25-19. A late Norwell surge got them on the board, but did not get enough to win the set. And Bellmont will take set number 1. We'll take a look at the playoff preview coming up as time permits for these two teams, and both teams not with easy sectionals, going to be in their rearview mirror as the pairings will be announced coming up on Sunday. As this one got tipped in time from the hands of number 10 in Katie Reinhardt. So a 2-0 affair in advantage of the Braves. And a great crowd here tonight for senior night at the TP. This one lobbed across and over, coming over to Coulter. This one swung on, tip it in. As looks like number 1, Emma Vachon, was able to get that over and in time for Norwell to make it a 2-1 game in advantage of Bellmont. But the Knights have not had a lead at all here in this matchup. They won't have it off that either, as it was set up from Katie Reinhardt. The junior Ford Craig Crowlin Company wearing number 10. And who's really done a great job of at least trying to get some of those insurance points on the board for Bellmont here tonight. But the lift tip over going to go for the hands of number 3 off of Saul Frank. And the lead condensed back down to 2. 4-1 the lead. Or actually, they roll that out of play, so it's still going to be 4-1, so not going to matter. And a tip going to go against the Knights to make it 5-1 here in the second. Chance again now upcoming for Taylor Suter. Suter gets this one lobbed over, swung on, puts the hand up and says, I'm okay. And not going to be enough as Reinhardt again doing a great job of trying to cut the front line of the Knights here just a little bit, as Coach Kayla Hunter and company will stop to talk it over. We'll step aside. 6-1 the score in advantage of Bellmont. They lead the game, or lead the match, 1-0. Back in a moment.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
But I got a whole lot of everything, and I come from nothing. And now the whole world gon' know my name, and I used to have nothing. But now I got a whole lot of everything, that's why I come from nothing. When I'm gone, the whole world gon' know my name. 12 years old, caught up in that street line. I was trying to shout harder than the street light. Ran the streets sometimes.
Point sails out and back on the board for Norwell, but not before a quick 4-0 run and advantage for Bellmont to make it 6-2. Here in this all-important NEA matchup, Joe Northern, delighted to have you with us. Winner gets first place. Both teams 3-0 in league play. Will hit that halfway mark here tonight. And this one pivoted out of play for the Bellmont defenders. So the Knights now getting back in there to make it a 3-point affair, 6-3. Another sail across. This one hit down to Scheiman. Scheiman gets it into the back. Will sail it out of play. So doesn't get it to the back of the box. And the Knights now want a quick 3-0 run. That is stopped by the net serve from Keller. So 7-4 our score here in the second. Bellmont winning the first 25-19. They had as much of a 9-point lead, 24-15 at one point. And they've done a great job of at least trying to pick apart the Bellmont lines, but again, this could be a long match. Both teams very even when it comes to scoring. This one sailed over and in time. They were able to get it off the tip to make it 8-5, advantage of Norwell. Or Bellmont, I beg your pardon. And the Knights wasting no time. Brought across, coming in from Lee. Lee gets this one over. Now another swing tip. Down from the hands of Salfrank. Bellmont on the reset to Scheiman. Scheiman sails it out of the box. And the Knights again on a quick 3-0 run. It's been back-to-back 3-0 runs, back-to-back-to-back 3-0 runs, we should say, here in the second between these two teams. Reinhardt able to swing it over in time. Yes, again, we got to give some credit to the junior tonight and Katie Reinhardt for doing a great job of setting up the front line for Bellmont this evening to try to really pivot off Norwell's miscues of what they see. And what Bellmont has a little bit to what we see compared to Norwell is the height advantage a little bit. Can they continue to keep up with that advantage? We shall see. Scheiman off the tweeter on the board. So Norwell answers right back to make it 9-7 here in set number 2. And again, a great crowd here on hand tonight at the TP. Most we've seen here at Bellmont as athletic director Aaron Baker and, of course, Craig Cole. Always happy to have us here. We're always more than happy to be with you here at the TP. And a Bellmont Brave team, despite being 13-12, certainly trying to set themselves up for future success down the road. This one swung off, saved by Keller, and able to get it off the tip in front of Gracie Riggs. And a 2-point game, 10-8 here in set number 2. Salfrank now again back to serve. Salfrank gets this one back row to Ross. Now another swing, blocked up front. has two Knights up front, able to get the block up and in. As we take a look at that again one more time. As the next serve goes into the net, but let's not focus on that. A great double block up front to cut it within one, but the serve into the net will take it out the other way to make it 11-9 in advantage of the Braves. But Norwell again has continued to knock on the door. But will they push their way in here in the second? Another swing over to Coulter. Now back to Scheiman, back row. Another swing, blocked by Schoaf. And another block up front from Swineford. Now another block tip into the net. It's going to be a net call, quad hit call actually going to go against Bellmont. And a 1-point game here in the second as the Knights trying to open up the door. As they trail by one and trying to get their first lead of the match here tonight. Tipped over from Schoaf. Schoaf gets another tip. Saved in the back row again from Vachon. Hand up and in! As Reinhardt and Solfrank both able to get a hand on it. And we are even at 11 here in the second. Another swing across. Suter, tipped down. Gets it back over to Vachon. Now another swing, got it to go! J.C. Zierich answers up, and Norwell has their first lead tonight. Timeout Bellmont. 12-11 our score as the Knights find a way to pull forward. Don't forget, Friday night's a great night for football here on Summit City Sports. 5 games on the docket for you, as it's going to be led off by Bishop Dwenger at Bishop Luers. We'll also have Northside and Southside. The Battle of Clinton and Calhoun coming up for you here on the network. Also Northrop taking on Snyder. East Noble at Columbia City. Columbia City trying to get to the upper half of the table in the NE8. We'll have to try to stop unbeaten East Noble to make that happen. I'll be on the call for that one for you. And Concordia taking on Wayne. Both teams trying to get a W on the board in 2025. Coverage begins at 6:45 right here on SummitCitySports.com and the Summit City Sports YouTube channel. 12-11 our score. As this one sails out of the box and out of play. So Swineford coming back in for the Knights. The Braves again even it up at 12. Their first deficit of the evening as it stands, as Norwell certainly trying to bust the door open and even this match at 1 apiece. Schoaf handed across. Schoaf got it inside. As Bree Schoaf able to find the back row and the back line to make it a 1-point game and advantage of Bellmont. Still plenty of work left to go. Now another swing tip. This one inside the lines with the hands at number 3 in Macy Solfrank. 13-13 our score. So certainly not out of the woods yet if you are Norwell. Not out of it if you're Norwell either, I should say. Reinhardt, free ball chance across. Gets the high tip in hands of Anderson. 13 all here in the second. Block tip. Brought over from Reinhardt in time. Now another chance. This one swung down and in. As Zierich answers the call to make it a 1-point game, and now trying to get the insurance point on the board to make it up to 2. 14-13 our score here in the second. Another swing across. Back row again they go. Scheiman. Scheiman lift, tip, scores. Mary Kate Scheiman with a quick answer on the opposite side to make it 14 apiece here in the second. Again, a must-win set here for Norwell. Well, you're not out of it if you go down 2-0, but going into 1-1 is certainly a much better position to be in. And much better with the swing across again from Zierich. To make it a 1-point game again. An advantage of the Knights, just south of Osage, Indiana. Brought across from Keller. Now another swing tip, still kept live. This one off the hands of Salfrank. They get it to go. And Norwell has done a great job of at least trying to make the back row of Bellmont kind of try to at least go for the free ball chances across, but not getting quickly enough for the tips. And forcing the tip attacks have certainly been a bread and butter for Norwell, not only this season, but certainly in this match here tonight. This one blocked out of play. And Bellmont answers right back. That one off the hands of number 9 in Hope Mitchell. 16-15 our score. Again, both teams very senior laden. And will certainly be changing the direction of things as time continues to go on. 16-15. As we continue, this one, back row. Swung across, dug up, saved by Ross. Scheinman again, swing, tip, Scheinman scores. As Barricade Scheinman answers right back to make it 16-16 here in the second. As they continue to try to keep the matchup going. This one again they go. Little lineup at the front line. Gets it back over to Keller. A quad hit gonna go against the Knights, and Bellmont answering right back to make it 17-16. Another swing again for Keller. This time off the hands of Salfrank, can't get it. And the insurance point goes back on the board for the Braves, 18-16. And all of a sudden the Braves now on a 5-1 run here in the second. Salfrank goes over to Scheinman on the dig. This one swung across from Coulter. Scheinman again. Scheinman gets it off the pivot from the hands of Ashan to make it 19-16. And the Braves trying to pull away late to make this a 2-0 match. Chance again, swing tip. This one's going to go for Suter. And Ashan on the dig. Battle up front tip. Tipped away from Mitchell. Scheinman again gets the swing. Suter, block tip, and still kept live. Scheinman finds a way. Now does Norwell find a way? Here's Vashon. Back middle they go. Scheinman, upper right. Scheinman scores. How can you stop number 1 and Mary-Kate Scheinman? As Norwell will stop to think it over. Will step aside as well. 20-16, Bellmont on the surge back to try to go up 2 games to none.
Thanks for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day.
Braves serve it 20-16 left here in set number 2 as the Braves trying to go up 2 games to nothing. And a chance again. This one swung inside it and wide away from Norwell, as it was off the hands of number 1 in Emma Vachon to make it a 5-point game, 21-16. And a missed pivot off the hands of Autumn Lee to make it a 6-point game. 22-16, Norwell, or Bellmont, I beg your pardon, just continuing to find a way to blow the door open and upset a Norwell team that has certainly had a lot coming their way. That's also thanks to Macy Salfrank on the big swing up front. As Salfrank able to get the swing in time. And a 5-point game, 22-17. This one again brought across. Tip down dig. They go to Scheiman. Scheiman gets it off Fashan. Now another swing from Salfrank. Salfrank gets it inside. As Macy Salfrank able to find the edge of the box to make it a 4-point game, 22-18. On the back line for Norwell. Now can they continue to find a way forward? Scheiman again on the dig. Another swing down for Coulter. Got it. Kaylee Coulter answering up front here tonight to make it a 5-point game. Serving for the Braves, it's number 3, Gracie Riggs. As Riggs with the 5-point advantage. Back row they go for Salfrank. This one, a little miscombobulation up front. As Cadence Kruba able to answer back. And so Norwell again trying to rally on back to make it 23-19. Can the Knights do it again? Scheiman scores. And it's a set point opportunity for the Braves again. 24-19. And the Braves again trying to open up the door and go up 2-0. Scheiman serves. Another swing, tipped. Still kept live. Goes over to Suter, off the tip and in. The Talking Heads once had a song called Same As It Ever Was. Same As It Ever Was. Lyrics, we should say, in Once in a Lifetime. You take a look at the scorebug. It is same as it ever was. Same as it ever was. 25-19 our score. 25-19 and sets 1 and 2, 2-0. Can Bellmont find a way to go for the sweep, or will the Knights try to extend to go to a 4th? We'll have an extended second to third set intermission here. As these two, as an extended third set intermission, since the Bellmont faithful always does a little bit of a serving game between the second and third. So we will take an extended break. We'll come right back in about 5 minutes or so and get you ready here for the third. Can the Braves find a way to get it on the board? Can the Braves find a way to get the win on the board, we should say? Or will Norwell force a 4th? Back in just a moment.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
Started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here with PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, and that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
So we go to the third. Bellmont winning the first two, 25-19. Can they find a way to go for yet another sweep over the Knights? Or will Norwell find a way to extend it to a fourth? Again, we've had quite a few of those 5-game set matches here this season on the network. And this could potentially be one of those. Great swing across, coming in from Suter to shut it down to make it 1-0. Well, believe it or not, we only have 4 regular season games matchups left for you here on the network this season. We'll tell you about those coming up as time permits, but they all involve teams that are trying to be positioned to go on deep postseason runs. We'll tell you about those 4 games we have left in the regular season coming up in a moment. This time, swung across coming in from Mitchell and able to get the pivot the other way to make it 1-1 here in set number 3. Again, historically, you have to look back. The Knights, 23-3 this seaon. Trying to go for one of the most winning seasons in this century, we should say. And Scheinman gets us across, but yet have not been able to get over the hump of Bellmont in 20 years. Or we should say at least since the 2006-07 season, since we do not have game-by-game records dating back to then. But at least since then, they last won a conference championship in 2004. This one swung across opposite side. Chance to get over to Vashon. They're going to go into the net, and a quad hit going to go against Norwell to make it 3-1. And so again, clock continuing to go. And out of play, this goes against number 3, Macy Salfrank, to make it 4-1. And so the Knights again trying to avoid a 2-0 sweep on this match. The last time they had a 2-0 sweep was against a team that they could maybe, just maybe potentially face in the regional round against Bishop Dwenger, and that was 3 weeks ago over at the Activity Center off St. Joe Center and Clinton. Tip down opposite side. They go over to Coulter. Coulter again swung on and got it. As Hope Mitchell able to get it back on the board, and a 1-point game and advantage of the Knights. 4-3 here in set number 3. Again, these Braves have been known to come back late in late game situations, as Coulter answers right back to make it 5-3. So another check-in upcoming for Bellmont to make it a 5-3 affair. Joe Northern, delighted to have you with us on a very intriguing matchup here on a Tuesday night. As Norwell able to get back in it to make it 5-4. And both senior-heavy teams, senior night here for Bellmont. But it's been the late game situations that have made the difference, in case you're just joining us. Brought across from Rossworm. Answers back. We're tied up again. And it's 5-5. So just like that, the Knights try to charge their way back into TP territory. Swung across back row. They go again to Scheinman. Scheinman up the middle, still kept live. They go over to Salfrank. Salfrank again. Now another tip across. This one from the hands of Bauman. Bauman still kept live. Now another swing again from Kurba. Scheinman, light tip. Scheinman on the dig. Another chance. Suter into the net and on the board for the Knights. So it just swings into the net to make it a 6-5 affair. An advantage of the Knights. And so the Knights now want a quick 3-0 run here in the third. Another swing across. Blocked up front again from Vashon. Scheinman blocked but out of play. Scheinman going to get credit for the kill, as Isabella Swineford had the angle but could not get it to go. And it's 6-6 our score. Here's Scheinman. Now another swing across. This one tipped over from Salfrank. Still kept live. Block into the net, out of play. So they roll left, going to go against Bellmont to make it a 7-6 affair. As Mary Kate Scheinman now ready. And what an evening she's had thus far. 15 kills from last glance. Chance again upcoming. Salfrank, dog in the back row to Ross. Now another chance for Suter. Suter, block, tip, got it. Taylor Suter answering on the quick swing to make it a 2-point game and advantage of the Braves. And the clock again, well, not the clock, but the points continuing to mount up for a Bellmont team that has certainly had everybody's number, or nearly everybody's number in the NE8 and the NHC for years. Dug up from Scheiman. Swing block tip still kept live. Ross going to let that float over. So the Knights catch a break and a chance to even it up. 8-7 our score here in the third, but still a lot of work left to do. Next time out, we will let you know the matches that we will be at the last 4 here in 2025 in the regular season. Of course, postseason play, we will be on IHSAA.TV, as we will very, very likely be at the Concordia Lutheran sectional, with Angola in the equation, Bishop Dwenger, East Noble, Concordia Lutheran themselves, Garrett. 5 of the 7 teams trying to make a poised deep run over at the cage. And that'll be 2 weeks from tonight. And since there will be 7 games, there will be an opening Tuesday night game. We'll have that for you on the network, or on IHSAA.TV, coming up 2 weeks from tonight. Another swing across coming in from number 14 in Bauman. So we can now a 10-8 game. Meanwhile, these 2 teams we will not see there. Still waiting confirmations if we're going to double up on sectionals or not. Of course, we'll keep you posted on Summit City Sports on social media and online. This one swung across. Gets back over to Selkin. Selkin again. Tipped over, blocked down, still kept live. Now another chance across. This one pitched and out of play. So the swing goes wide to make it 11-8 in advantage of Bellmont, as they're trying to blow the door open and only give Norwell not only their 4th loss of the year, but 3rd full game match loss of the year. But 2 of those would be in sweeping fashion, as Coulter, or I beg your pardon, number 9 and Mitchell able to get the tip. Some help from number 9 and number 6 and Bree Reinhardt. 11-9 score. Another swing across. This one high, tipped over. Gets it back over to Schoaf. Schoaf again. Lifted, brought down, still kept live. Not going to make it. So the Knights still hanging in there. As Vashon now ready to bring it across. Vashon sails this one over. Hits down. Reinhardt again. Little crisscross, but run into the net. Going to go against number 2 and J.C. Zierich. Zierich going to run that one into the net to make it 12-10 at advantage of the Braves. And again, number 8, Taylor Suter, to bring it across. High tip across the net. But into the net, it looks like Katie Reinhardt's going to go. So a quick point on the board back for the Knights to make it a 1-point game, 12-11. Again, both teams, both timeouts remaining. So certainly a chance to ice the momentum if you can. This one swung across from the hands of Lily Selkid. And they get that extra insurance point to make it a 2-point game, 13-11 here in the third. And the Braves, again, trying to continue the winning streak over Norwell, which could very well date to 20 years. And an ace on the board to continue making that happen. 14-11 here in the third. Bellmont on top. Lobbed across, opposite direction. This one brought over from Keller. Keller again, still keeps it live. Scheiman to the back row. As Mary Kate Scheiman again continuing to rock the front line and take it all the way to the back row. And it's a 4-point game in advantage of the Braves. And they are continuing to show every part why they are still a force to be reckoned with in the NE8. This one sails out of the box. The swing goes wide against the Knights. That has been something that has haunted Norwell this evening too, with the swings just shifting out of the box and to the right. This one dunked down and in. And a nice save coming in from Izzy Anderson. So that'll stop the run for the moment. With Swineford able to answer back. And Swineford back in the match, we should say. Here's Autumn Lee. Block tip net on the board again for the Knights. And a 3-point game, 16-13. So if you force your opponent to make some mistakes up front, that could change things rather quickly. Again, 5-point affair. Bellmont with the advantage, but Norwell has been trying to knock on the door all night. But quite simply, Mary Kate Scheinman will not let them in. To make it 17-13 late here in the third and a 4-point game. And it looks like Coach Kayla Hunter and company will call a timeout. So while we have you here, we do want to let you know the 4 regular season games as it stands right now we have on the schedule for you. Thursday night, we head over to Turtletown, Churubusco, as we take a look at one of the dominant teams in Class 3, the West Noble Chargers, taking on Churubusco. We go on the air just about 6:30 p.m. from Turtletown right here on Summit City Sports. And then next week, 3 games for volleyball as it stands right now. Possibility we may add more, we'll let you know. But it'll be Carroll taking on Leo as we get another look at, again, a team trying to continue the pursuit for perfection. We'll also have Bishop Dwenger taking on Concordia, what could be a sectional final preview between those two teams. And longtime SAC rivals could decide the SAC as well. And Heritage taking on Dwenger, which could be a potential regional preview of those two teams facing off in the regional round, unless Norwell has something to say about it. So Carroll and Leo coming up on the 6th. We'll have Bishop Dwenger and Concordia on the 7th, and then Heritage and Dwenger coming up on the 9th, right here on Summit City Sports. Another swing across. This one tipped over from Scheinman, able to get the deflection to make it 18-13. And in terms of sectionals, again, we won't have any official announcements until we get those sectionals applied for and announced. But our hope is that we will be at that Concordia sectional and take it right through the regional rounds all the way to semi-states, depending how far your local teams will go. Swing on across, gets over to Mitchell. Mitchell again. Tip down. Back row again they go. Finding Lee. Another swing for Salfrank. But the swing goes wide. And a 6-point game at advantage of the Braves. And the Braves again continuing to stay in pole position of hanging on to that conference crown. They would go 4-0 in league play here tonight, should they get the win. And looking at the rest of the league schedule, it would be very interesting to see if anyone could stop them. As the 3 remaining league teams are DeKalb, Huntington North, and Columbia City. All 3 currently at the bottom of the NE8. Well, at 5, 6, and 7, we should say, at the NE8. DeKalb at 1-2, Huntington North at 1-2, Columbia City at 0-2. So the league certainly has continued to stay in Belmont's hands, and rightfully so. Scheinman, and an ace. Mary Kate Scheinman answering back of the quick ace on the board to make it 21-14. And the Braves with a dominant third set. This one pivoted off the hands. Now it gets over to Vachon. Vachon swings across. Gets this down and over. Now another tip across from Suter. Answers the call. As Taylor Suter gets it on the board to make it an 8-point game, 22-14. And the Braves 3 away from a match point, and Norwell will stop to take a timeout. Well, don't forget soccer also here on Summit City Sports as regular season finishes up on Thursday night with girls action. Homestead taking on Bishop Dwenger and Leo at Northrop. And then for postseason coverage, we will be at select sectionals across the 260. We'll be at the Homestead sectional, which will feature Columbia City, East Noble, Warsaw, Huntington North, Homestead, and Wayne. And Marion, top seeded Marion. We will be at that sectional. And for girls soccer, we will be at Northrop. The Class 3 sectional in girls soccer at Northrop, which will include Leo, Snyder, Northrop, Northside, Carroll, and Northrop. That'll all be next week. That'll be exclusively on IHSAA TV. So don't forget, postseason play certainly coming up soon for the fall sports, and hard to believe we're already there as the month will turn to October, coming up in about 3 hours and 21 minutes, if not less. This one swung down and in from Saul Frank. As Macy Saul-Frank quickly gets the swing across to get it back on the board and make it a 7-point affair. And the Knights again still trying to keep it alive. Another high tip. This went down for the hands of Bauman. Bauman able to answer it. As Ashlyn Bauman gets it on the board. And the lead extended to 8. And certainly it has been nothing but Braves here in this one, with an 8-point advantage. This one swung across, coming in from Buchanan. Buchanan drops it down, so a point quickly on the board for the Knights. With a 7-point game, Bellmont again, just needing 2 to finish it up. This the final regular season home game of 2025 for the Braves. They'll host the postseason in the Class 4 sectional. Which, if Bellmont can find a way past Homestead, they would have to take on Carroll in that sectional. 23-17, Sales out of play. It's match point. Meanwhile, for Norwell, they will be in the New Haven sectional. But the big team they would probably have to get past, if not will have to get past, will certainly be the Heritage Patriots, should everything hold to form. Of course, you never know with postseason play. Things always get wacky. Swing across, tip down. This one goes over to Zierich. Zierich still kept live. Lobbed over for the hands of Suter. Now another swing, block tip, saved by Schoaf. They set it up again for Suter. Off the tweeter, still kept live. Nice tip. And a nice save again for Emma Vachon. As Vachon able to get the swing tip in the front row to make it a 6-point game, 24-18. So match point number 2 upcoming for Bellmont. Little collision in the back row. They got a Scheiman on the lift. A generous bounce, but now back in Norwell territory. Swing on, tip it in. J.C. Zierich answers it on the board at a 5-point game, 24-19. Match point number 3 upcoming. Swing, tip. They pinball it, block tip, game over. As Bree Schoaf shuts it down up front. And just like that, the Braves sweep it once again, 3-0. And a little bit of a scoregami situation of all 3 sets at the same score. So a little scoregami for you, 25-19, 25-19, 25-19. So you could say the game ended at 25-19. But in 3 sets. As a reminder, we'll join you Thursday night from Churubusco as West Noble will take on the Eagles. And don't forget, soccer action coming up for you on the network. Soccer action potentially still live right now between Northrop and Homestead for the girls' side, Blackhawk Christian and Northrop on the boys. For all of us here at Summit City Sports, Joe Northern saying so long. We will see you on Thursday night from Turtletown, as it'll be West Noble and Churubusco. So long, everybody.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a